Is a former federal prosecutor and a defense attorney. Shan, so good to see you. So how important is this news that Gaetz' ex-girlfriend has agreed to cooperate?
It's very significant, Fred, because she, as reporting's indicated, if she was there in 2017, she can really bring to life this probably mountain of electronic and paper evidence they have about receipts, which will show time and places, but there's no context to that. Who was there, who was doing what at those times. So that's a very important role that she can play. And of course, as a former girlfriend, she may not be very motivated anymore to protect Gaetz and may be more focused on protecting herself at this point.
Mm-hmm. And despite all of these reports about being under a federal investigation and Gaetz' close friends and associates agreeing to cooperate with investigators, Congressman Gaetz, I mean, he continues to talk about this case in this manner. Listen.
I'm not too worried about Joel Greenberg. Joel Greenberg is literally sitting in jail right now because he originally accused someone who was innocent of having had a relationship with a minor.
So how risky is this approach that he's taking?
It's very, very risky, and I frankly think that it would prevent him from ever being able to testify on his own behalf. He's been saying so many things publicly about his alleged defense, and that's posturing, saying he's not afraid of Greenberg because Greenberg's sitting in jail. That's exactly why he should be afraid of Greenberg, is because he's sitting in jail and has high motivation to give up evidence against Gaetz. And this idea that Greenberg carries a lot of baggage, that's true. Any cooperator does, and Greenberg may carry a bit more than most, but it's not entirely on Greenberg. There is the evidence that will corroborate what he says, and of course, most importantly, any of these women, particularly the 17-year-old child victim, if they testify, that's going to be devastating for Gaetz because he has no defense to having sex with an underage child.
Mm-hmm. So Gaetz has not been charged, but in your view, is there some strategy behind making it public that this kind of investigation is underway, that a plea deal has been made with a close associate, that a former ex-girlfriend, is now cooperating? I mean, does this intimate that, something big is right around the corner, or does it also kind of make one wonder that, if something was going to happen, it would have already?
Well, I think there certainly is more pressure on Gaetz from hearing these reports. The Justice Department, I think, is probably not adding to that too much. They prefer to keep things quiet and just work through the attorneys. I would speculate that if this was just going to be about the underage sexual relations, be a quick case if they can find that victim. The fact that it's taking longer, and importantly, the fact that it's the public integrity section looking at it, is significant. I've prosecuted both sex crimes and public corruption crimes. They are very different, and these are not sex crimes investigators. They probably are focused on public corruption issues, and they're looking to build something bigger. But I hope that the victims in this case will not be forgotten in that, because it's very critical that people be held accountable for any sexual crimes against minors.
Shan Wu, always appreciate you. Thanks so much.